I'm gonna wait for people to start showing up. Let me see here and get myself going over here. Oh, I'm so excited. Let me see if I can find me over here. Oh, y'all are getting here. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting for me. I can't even tell you. I'm brand new. And, oh my goodness. I didn't think I would be nervous, but I'm nervous. Okay, gotta do this. All right, there, so just in case, so I can see the comments. Let me put my glasses on so I can see who's commenting. Hi, Kim, thank you. I got this from the Turquoise Valentine, Lee Valentine. She's been part of this event too. Hi, Chris. Oh dear. Hi, Lisa Marie. Chris, I'm not painting tonight. I thought about it. I'm going to show you something, but I thought about it, and then I was watching all these incredible crafters, and I thought, well, I'm just going to jump in and craft. I'm going to wing it. Hi, Lynn from Wisconsin. I recognize you. Hi, Peggy from Dry Ridge, Kentucky. I'm in a suburb of Memphis in Bartlett, Tennessee. And I'll just start introducing myself and we'll get going. My name is Lindy Tate, and I'm the owner and designer at Taterbuggin. Normally, you'd see my husband here with me. He usually is in the classes too. We call him Mr. Taterbuggin. He does all my woodworking. We specialize in reclaimed wood. You can cruise through our page and kind of see what we do. And if you like it, think you might enjoy it, I would love for you to follow us here. We just have a good time. And I've been doing some live videos for the month of December, just for my followers, just some simple crafts that I've come up with, which I don't do a lot of crafting on my page. I mostly do painting. I love whimsy. I do a lot of pet portraits. You might can see some of my stuff behind me. And I've started doing monthly paint party classes. And we did a gnome. Let's see, where is he? I'm backwards. The gnome in November. And we're doing a little snowman family for December. And it's $10 to sign up. And you'll have access to all of the videos and the instruction through the end of January. And sometimes we do some other fun stuff too. Hi, Gay. Oh, oh my goodness, I can't look at that number. Hi, Dondi. I cannot look at that number. I've never, ever done a live with this many people. So, it's all good. It's all good. Welcome to my studio. Thank y'all for being here. And I'm just hoping I don't blow it, because it's such an honor that I was even asked to do this. So, thank you, Lynn. You are so sweet. Hi, Diane from Omaha. Wow, it's so great to see people from everywhere. All right, so I've been studying. Hi, Opal. Well, I hope you'll enjoy it. I hope I don't let y'all down. Really gonna try to just be fun, do something fun, something different. Rhonda, first time joining me, thank you. Like I said, yeah, I can't look, Tracy. Hey, Selena. Oh, thank you for being here. What I'm gonna do tonight, I've never done before. I saw this and I'm gonna do my take on it. And it's gonna, if it turns out, I don't know if she's here or not, but it will be a gift for my sister-in-law, because what I'm using are spools that were actually my mother-in-law's, that I was fortunate enough to inherit because I had a sewing business back then. I did ugly dolls. Selena knows. That was my first business. It was so much fun. Hi, Jamie from Alberta. And, oh, another newbie from Minnesota. Hi, Marianne. This is so fun. Hey, girl. Hey, Suki. I have so enjoyed watching your videos. Just finished watching Tracy. Cracks me up. Miss Agnes. I'm learning everybody and loving watching y'all every day. How you do this every day just blows my mind. But so much fun, and I've been so excited just to get to do this and get in front of you and say hello and talk to everybody. Gosh, there's Wisconsin and California. Hi, Faye, Kathy, LaBrisca, thank you so much, you and Hildy, for asking me to be a part of this. This is such an honor for me. You know, we're small beans around here. So anyway, so I've got my mother-in-law's old vintage spools. I know you can buy the vintage look spools at on Amazon. You can get them at Michael's, whatever. And listen, y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, this may be a project that goes so fast, I've got a lot of time left over, or I may not have enough time. I have no idea, haven't done it before. Last night I was going to make one to kind of see, because I wanted to be prepared. Green Bay, Wisconsin, hi Darlia. And New Orleans, hi Pam. Wow. Agnes, I would love for you to see my paintings. I post everything that I make on both Facebook and Instagram, and I sell directly from both of those. So if I breeze through this, maybe I'll show you a few of what I have here. Most of it goes right out. I try to ship it out as soon as I do it. But lately, the rest of December is all pet portraits because I am behind, let me tell you. So anyway, you're not small beans. Thanks, LaBrisca. Y'all have a lot more followers than we have, but hey, it's all good. We're having fun. So what I'm going to do with these, my other sister-in-law found these great old vintage tins. I'm sure at an estate sale. She's so good at picking. They're so pretty. So what I did want to prepare a little bit, and I went on and I painted one. I did the smaller one, this one, with chalk paint, and added a little glittery snow to the top. This morning when I was watching Rowena hi Shauna, yay, thanks for being here. She used, what was it, glitter Mod Podge? I didn't know there was such a thing, and I use Mod Podge all the time for my woodblock prints, but I want to try that on this project because this wasn't sparkly enough. I wanted some silver glitter, but can you believe I didn't have any? So I went back today and put the metallic white around the edges, so I like that a little bit better. And all I'm going to do is I took some vintage hymnal pages. If you follow me, you know that I collect old vintage hymnals, and a lot of my friends gift me with them because they know that I paint on them a lot. And I use those for some of my woodblock prints. And I just went on, because I didn't want y'all to have to see me just sit here and cut a bunch of little strips. Let me do this. Let me move this down so you can see what I'm doing a little better. And all I'm going to do is start hot gluing. Run a strip of glue right here. And don't laugh at my old heat gun. I've been watching y'all with your fancy heat guns. And guess what I'm going to ask Santa Claus for Christmas? Y'all have some fancy stuff. I have one of your great heat tools. The things y'all are using to dry your paint. Where have I been? I've got to have one of those. It's on my wish list now. Alright. And I thought maybe while I'm doing this little tedious work, I could look up and chat with y'all too. So then you've got this cute little, you've got glue strings on it. This little vintage spool, wooden spool, with the hymnal page on it. Hey Lee, I was just telling them about your cute shirt. This is, listen y'all, I'm back. I got fixed where I look right to y'all, but I'm backwards to me. So I'm just, thank you for sprinkling. I forgot to mention that. That would be awesome. Thank you. But Lee's shirt, comfortable, fits so good, true to size, and I couldn't be happier with it, Lee. I just got it yesterday. Chris, that's, you know, I usually use a blow dryer too, but I'm telling you, when you're in here and you've got your blow dryer in here for work, and then my husband's got one of those fancy hot heat guns that I'm afraid I'm gonna burn the house down with, and I think he probably is too. But I forget, I leave my blow dryer in here, and then I've got to go come hunt it down to do my hair, and so I just thought I would like one to just have in here for work. Okay, we're just, again, that's all we're doing, just adding the little, thank you for sprinkling, adding the little vintage hymnal pages around these wood blocks, wood spools. But my sister-in-law, she's the only daughter my mother-in-law had. She's so wonderful. The rest of the group are a bunch of old stinky boys. My husband's one of 5 boys. And I was fortunate enough to inherit her old thread. Now let me show y'all. I mean, I'm telling you, this is not all of it. And my sister-in-law is a beautiful crafter. She's always done such pretty crafting. She paints. She has 2 girls, my grown nieces. So what I thought I would do with this is I'll send it to my sister-in-law in South Carolina as a little happy, and they can make some out of their Nana's spools of thread. Like I said, you can get these if you want to make this craft. You can get them on Amazon or at Michael's. But I just thought it would be really special for them to have something made out of their mother and their Nana's wood spools, since I'm not doing the oh, Mr. Taterbuggin is here. He just got on. He would be here, but he is at his brother's cabin for a little R&R this weekend. I work him hard during the week. He just retired, so he's working full-time with me now. Joyce from South Carolina is here. Wonderful. 214 people. That is impossible. Oh my goodness, I shouldn't have looked at that number, should I? So, I don't know if I think I told my husband the other night that I was thinking about doing this out of his mom's spools. Oh, I didn't see that people are asking where to buy her shirt. Go to the Turquoise Valentine. I think you have a website too, and I know that you just restocked a little while ago today. So y'all, please go check her out and look at her shirts. I absolutely love this one. Hi, Martha, my sweet, sweet friend. Thank you for being here. That makes me so happy. Tracy from Wisconsin. Oh, you're new to my page. Thank you for coming, Tracy. I'm so excited. And I don't know how to gauge my time, so I'm just kind of hoping that I stay within the parameters of the group. I don't want to get kicked out the first time I was invited to do it. Thanks, Lee. There's her her link to her business page. Yes, we love our Lee, that's for sure. And she, listen, Lee is the one who got me this invite. She shared me, and I can't thank her enough. I will never be able to thank her enough. We have yet to meet in person. We were introduced by a mutual friend. It was Precious. And we're determined to get together for lunch soon. The world straightens itself out, because I am just north of Memphis and she's just south of Memphis. So anyway, yeah, what I normally do, for those who didn't hear in the beginning, is I normally am painting. I will paint. We specialize in reclaimed wood, but I'll paint on anything that sits still long enough. It's true. you name it, I paint on it. Vintage windows, I paint on wine glasses, I paint on canvas, little bit of everything. So yes, thank y'all so much. Edna from Kentucky, hi. Hi everybody. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I am just still gluing these strips of vintage hymnal pages around these little wooden spools that belong to my mother-in-law. So that makes them just a little bit extra special, right? Thank you for sprinkling, Deb. Oh, first time watching from Southern Illinois. Hi, June. Barb. Oh, this is so great. I feel like I've got 200 and plus brand new friends. And I hope y'all will cruise around our page and just check out what we do. And if you find something you like, or if you're interested, please follow us or tell your friends about us. I would love that. Ontario, Canada, Cheryl. Wow. Joyce, your husband's cousin lives in Memphis. How about that? Yeah, I've been here ever since I was 3 years old. My whole family's here, but I was born in Mobile, Alabama. Hi, Jane from Canada, and Linda's another Tennessee girl from Knoxville, the other end of Tennessee. I always call that the pretty end of the state because it is gorgeous. You get to Nashville and head east, and it is so beautiful. You have the mountains. We're still flat here by the river in Memphis. Nova Scotia, Bertha, wow, thank you. That's so great. And Kim from West Virginia. Where are you, Ginger, in Alabama? I was born in Mobile. I love Alabama. Helen from Maryland. Jan, welcome to our page. I hope you'll take a look around and see if you like what we do. Maybe follow us. I may have how many do I have here? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, no, that's right. I just had an extra, I guess. Okay, the last one's going to be just a little bit bigger. Am I getting wonky here? I tend to be wonky anyway. Okay. Let me put this one on. Y'all are thinking, what on earth is she going to do? And for this project, I know you could also, if you wanted to, if they weren't the actual true vintage wood spools, you could paint them white if you wanted to. I wanted to make sure that I like the natural wood showing. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Rebecca from Arkansas, you're our neighbor in Arkansas, right next door. The part that gives an awesome accent. Which part? The other side of Tennessee. Hey, Nancy. Thanks for being here. Joy, I love Bartlett. We have lived out here in Bartlett, gosh, 25 years now, I think. Right. Is that right, babe? Okay, now I'm going to start gluing these together. I'm going to do 3 like this. Bit of glue around here. Boy, I hope this turns out. I've never made one before. You know, I'll listen to the other crafters because I'll sit here and paint, and so I've loved this 12 Days of Christmas because I just turn you on my laptop and I can watch you while I paint, and you girls will get on there and say, you know, I didn't know what I was going to do this morning when I got up, or I'm just winging it now. And you'll end up with this gorgeous piece, and it's just so inspiring to me. I just think that's awesome. Let me do this here. Oh, I lost my place. Let me, hold on. Oh, and I have to tell y'all this. I don't know how or why I had scheduled 2 classes. I already had planned a class for my little gnome group, the little paid gnome paint party. I had a little extra fun video that I was doing at 2 o'clock today, and then I tell Labriska, hey, I'll take that 5 o'clock slot on Saturday. I don't know what I was thinking I could do 2 in one day, but I was going to do it. I was going to make it happen. And so we got on there at 2 o'clock. I started going along on my project, and all of a sudden people were saying, we can't hear you. It's choppy. It's this, it's that. And I freaked out. We went out of the live, came back into the live. Still messed up. I had to reschedule for Monday. All I could think of is, how do I fix this before 6 o'clock? Thank the Lord. I rebooted my phone, and I think so far we're doing okay. Y'all would tell me if I wasn't, right? So it was a hot, like Agnes would say, a hot mess express. That was me. Okay, we've got 2 rows of 3. Yeah. We're gonna do 2 together. Right here. I'm okay. It's only 21 minutes in. Thank y'all. So we are still good. Thank goodness. Just a good old reboot did the trick. And we're gonna do 2, another layer of 2. Right here. Thank you, everybody. Everything's good. I'm telling you, Tracy was so good this last hour. Well, everybody's been great today, but I was watching Tracy, and she was getting closer and closer to my time. And I don't know if you're here, Leanne, but I was cracking up. She said, Tracy was talking about, I don't know who's next, you know. And Leanne said, oh, forget her. You just stay on another hour. So Leanne may not be here. She may still be hanging out on on Tracy's page. So I wouldn't blame her a bit. She doesn't know me from Adam. Oh, what are you cooking, Labriska? That sounds good. I'm getting hungry. Now what we're gonna do, let me see how this is gonna go. I don't know. We're gonna glue the 3s together. Now, let me hold this down here. I gotta hold this tight. I don't want it to all just fall apart. I'm gonna put a little extra glue on the back just to reinforce it. Alright. All these strings. How do y'all handle all these strings? Okay. So we've got 2 layers of 3. And then we're gonna take, have you seen it before, Sarah? You know what I'm doing? I bet a lot of you have. Y'all are experienced crafters. But when I saw it, and I knew immediately that I had my mother-in-law's thread, and I knew she would have these old vintage wooden spools, I just knew I had to do this because my sister-in-law, her daughter, and her daughters have always loved to craft. Agnes, you had me cracking up. You didn't get to eat your Rice Krispies and bananas this morning because you lost your phone. And I've got to tell you, your accent is fantastic. And when you were talking about your daughter in her hoodie, I thought I was going to die. I've raised 2 sons. They're grown now, but the hoodies, yeah, I understood. But you just had me in stitches talking about your daughter in her hoodie and how you were going to make fun of her. That's what we got to do, mamas. Sometimes, I'm telling you. Okay, I took the other layer of 2 and I glued them together here. Now I'm not going to pick it up till I know it's dry. And then we're going to do I'm actually, through this one, I'm not only going to honor my mother-in-law who's passed, but also Judy, Agnes, and her jammies. You know, I have watched all week. I'm trying to think, you know, I've got to do good. I've got to make a good impression and all. You don't know how happy it makes me to see y'all just be you and hop on. And Agnes came on in her pajamas today, and that was everything to me. Oh my word. I just thought that was the greatest thing. Agnes, you have a huge fan in me now, I've got to tell you. Because that was cool. Alright, I'm just putting the last little spool on top. But what I was saying, now would be like Miss Judy says she's like a squirrel. I will hop around from thing to thing to thing. But what I was saying is, not only am I going to honor my mother-in-law through this, but my grandmother, because I got her vintage, I got all of her vintage buttons, and I just picked out ones that I thought would go with this project today. So there's going to be a little bit of my grandmother in this too, which just makes me happy. And I love the farmhouse look, but I love the vintage look too. In fact, I have a little booth at a vintage store here in Bartlett that I absolutely love, Southern Vintage Company. So I love anything that looks vintage, and these are truly vintage. Now, I don't quite know what I'm doing with this part. Here's what awesome creatives, Lori, you're so right. They are amazing, amazing. So what I wish I had is spray adhesive, because I think that's the thing to have. I thought I had everything, and then last night I thought, gosh, it would be great to have the spray adhesive, and it probably would work so much better, but it was late and I didn't get back out to get some. So let me see if I can pick this up without it breaking. So here's what we have so far. It's wobbly. What I'm probably going to end up doing before all is said and done is I'm going to have to get a small dowel and maybe put it on the back. I think would be a good idea, just to reinforce it, especially if I'm going to try to ship this to South Carolina. But we're going to go on with it. We're going on with it. So what I'm going to try to do is get out my Mod Podge and a little brush here. I hope so, Lori. In my head, it's cute, but it doesn't always turn out that way. Let's see, what side looks prettier? I think this side looks prettier. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Mod Podge here and there and dab it on. This may not work. I may have to go back and do some spray adhesive. I did this with the snow on the base, and it didn't stick very well, I'll admit, but I'm going to cross my fingers that this will do better. Okay? So, let me try this. Got my little package of sparkly snow. Lord, I don't want this to go everywhere. Let me do this, because I've been watching y'all. I know about this. Now you gotta contain these sparkles. Oh, thank you, Tina. That's always been so important to me. I love for there to be a little sentimental. If there's stuff that I can use that was special in the family and then give it as a gift, I just love that. I would love it for myself. Hint, hint, if anybody's watching out there. Okay, and we're just gonna hope that this kind of sticks to it. Sticks to those Mod Podge spots. Okay, and without picking it up, it just gives it a little, I think it even makes it a little more vintagey, and of course it makes it a little snowy and shiny for Christmas. And this may end up being something that she can get out every year for Christmas. She may want to leave it out all year long. I don't know. Totally up to her. Now, I picked out for some of the little holes on the side where the spools, the holes in the spools are, just some of these little buttons that have that type of back. I'm sure a seamstress would know the correct thing to call that. Let me move that out of the way. And I'm going to put a little glue. Oh, please don't burn the tips of your fingers off, Wendy. I do it way too often. And I'm going to just stick that right in the side of the spool. You see that little end? Just to decorate. So I pulled out a few of these. That one's really old. Shank. Yes, Laurie. Thank you. Debbie, you have letters that my mama and her first love wrote. No. Oh, I love that. I've always loved old letters, and I have painted on some old letters before. I have also, I took two old letters. One that, it was the outside of the envelope that my grandmother addressed to my father when he was in the Navy. And then one that my dad, I lost my dad when I was 20, and we were so close, so he was really special to me. But he had addressed it to me when I went away to college my first year. And what I did was I had it enlarged really big, both of them, and had them framed. And I have them back there in my other guest room. And they're still so special to me. I just love anything like that. Anytime I can make something out of an old photo. In fact, if you're with me, if you decide to follow me, one of the little crafts I'm going to make, he died in the war, so I have one stamped deceased and sent. Oh, Debbie, oh my goodness, you really do need to come up with something great to do with those. Have you thought about maybe a side table, a square table? It doesn't have to be, it could be a coffee table for that matter, and lay those out and put glass on top of it, you know, so they're protected, but you could see them. I've seen that done, and I think that's so special. Gail, that's okay. It's going to be posted to my page if you want to go back and watch the replay. Anyway, yeah, just anything that is sentimental in the family and you can do something with, where it's not just stuck in a box where you know you can't see it. I want it out where I can see it all the time. I just think that's really special, and I think it's I can't imagine, you know, once I'm gone, having a family member take something that I made or something that reminded them of me and having it in their home. That would just be so special. My other grandma, paternal grandmother, she was of German descent, and precious woman, and she didn't really like having her picture made, and Lord knows you would never see her in a swimming suit. But I found, long after she died, I found this picture, or my cousin actually gave it to me, of her when I couldn't believe she had gone to the beach and she had her swimming suit on, and somebody got her in an inner tube. She tried to sit in an inner tube, and I have the two pictures of her sitting in it laughing because she was falling over. She is probably cursing me because I put it in a frame and I leave it out. So she probably shook her head at me for that. Anyway, okay, so randomly stuck the little buttons with shanks. Yeah, you're right, Marianne. I we are more sentimental. I have two sons. One is kind of sentimental. The other one couldn't care less. And I just, you know, I don't know. We'll see if it ever happens. Oh my goodness. Oh, Catherine, good idea for Christmas. Oh, good pictures for on a suit. Oh yeah, a suitcase. Oh, that's another thing I love to collect. Old suitcases. I have one I call my George Bailey suitcase. I found it at Southern Vintage before I was even a dealer there. And it has initials on it. I have no idea whose initials, but I would go in the store and I would always go check and see if my George Bailey suitcase was still there. And finally, one day my mother said, "You've got to buy that suitcase. You always look at it." And she got me that suitcase and I have it over there. But they make great storage too. Now all I'm doing is I'm going to randomly add, wrong way, some more of these little vintage buttons. Oh, Judy, don't tell me that. How bad is it? Oh, don't tell me that. Am I breaking up, y'all? Let me try plugging in. I tried not plugging in, so tell me if that's better or worse, please. I don't have a whole lot left to do. And I'm at 36 minutes, so. All right, let me sprinkle a little more. Let's see, I'm gonna do a bigger one, like right in here, maybe? It's all just random, however you wanna do it. Right here. Doesn't have to be on the edges. I'm gonna do some little ones on the edges, and then I'm gonna show you all the base before it gets too late and before I have technical difficulties again, because I swear this time y'all might see a grown woman break down in tears because it made me so sad. Oh, good. Okay, so we're fine. Good. Thank goodness. Well, just let me know. I'm over here just backing away to you, talking your face off. Okay, good. Maybe plugging in helped. Okay, good. Let's do another one of these larger buttons. This one I picked, let me see if I can hold it up. It just kind of has the natural look to it, so it kind of mimics the wood on the, I thought, on the spools. I'm gonna put this one on here. Right about here. Let me hold it up again so y'all can kind of see. Wait, let me do a couple more. Some of these, y'all, they still have the thread, the old thread in them, and they're kind of, you know, dirty. I'm sure she cut them. She saved everything and reused. They were, you know, living through the Depression and all. You learn to save everything and not waste anything. I try to be that way myself. I don't, probably one of the most practical people. Let's do a little one down here. All right, now, it's gonna take me forever to pull off the glue gun cobwebs from all of this because I'm going too fast. Again, I think what I'm going to do is go back and put a spray adhesive on this to do some more sparkles. But here's what, wrong way. Here's what we have so far. And then I've just got this little bit larger spool that I'm going to hot glue right here on the bottom for a base. But you know what? Before I do that, let me do this. I found these little stars at Hobby Lobby, so I think I'm going to put one of those at the top, just a little bit. It feels so fragile, y'all. I'm going to have to put a backing on it. But I think a dowel should work, don't y'all, to put on the back? Hold it up. Okay, and after this, I want to put a little ribbon on this one. So we're kind of going all silver. I got all my coordinating ribbons out to see what might work. How do I want to do this? I think I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Oh, thank you, Buttons. I appreciate that. As I was trying to come up with something, I thought, there's no way I can find something that these clever ladies haven't already seen, or, you know, won't bore them to tears. So I'm so thankful that you're enjoying it. Oh, do you think so? It'll, Lynn, you think it'll make those run? Oh dear, I don't want that to happen. Peggy, I love that idea of framing it. Oh, that's in a shadow box. And I think I know. Oh, that's a great idea. And I'll show you what I might do. Okay, let me just cut this. And let's hot glue. Oh, that's a wonderful idea. I think that's fantastic. The mounting it on a small canvas. Gosh. Yeah, Lynn, I really don't want to chance it. If anything like that could happen, no way. I don't want that to happen. That just kind of ruins the whole thing. But the shadow box. Oh my goodness, I love that idea. Y'all are so clever. So on the base, let me fix that. We've got our little silver ribbon, and it's gonna go right here. Let me go on and put a little hot glue on either side here. Really put it on there so it will stick. All right. So what do y'all think so far? Am I doing okay? Okay, so let me hold this up. We've got a star at the top now. Sherry, that's a good idea. I could just try it on one of my vintage sheets. And I have a couple more spools that I could try it on and see. All right, so there we are. And what we'll do, now this part may not happen now that I'm thinking about putting it in a shadow box, but what you would do is take your little tin and mount it right there on the bottom. Let me move over this way. There we go. I got my camera straight this time, and I'm backwards to where I am. There we go. So that's how it would turn out. But let me show y'all something. I have another craft that I'm going to do on my page sometime this month. So I have been making, these are from Hobby Lobby. I know y'all have probably seen them. But I've been making snowmen. Well, I think I've got one that my customer hasn't picked up yet. Let me show you how it turns out. This is where I put my orders that haven't been picked up yet. But what I do is I take this shadow box and I paint the background. Let me get it right. And then I take a little bit of spackling, and honestly I just use my finger, and I build a snowman with the spackling in the back, and then I paint it. Put a little wood brush tree, bottle brush tree in it, and a little snow at the bottom. We stain it. You know, mine is tin. If I used a different type of base, I could do that. So I'm gonna, yeah, that's a craft I'm gonna do this coming week or the next on my page. But let's just take a look. What if oh my goodness, y'all look. I could just stain this Shadowbox. What do you think? Do you think she'd like that? Of course, it would stand out more after I stain it. But this fits perfectly in this little shadow box. So I may just do that. Y'all are incredible. And look, I've got 5 minutes to spare. So thank you. I ended up having just the greatest time. Plus, y'all have encouraged me, and you helped me finish that project for my sister-in-law. I was trying to see if there's some things that I have. Let me tell you, for those who weren't here in the beginning, we're finishing up. We've got our little gnome class, paint class. I've been doing a class a month. They're just $10 for each class, and I'm trying to have some fun videos in there, an instructional video that you can access anytime, but I do them live. And thank you, Patty. Lynn had a great idea. Thanks, Judy. I'm so excited. But anyway, the December class is snowmen. And what we're going to do is, I've been doing these as custom orders. It's a family. And each family member tells you their favorite color. I can't get this backwards right. Favorite color. So we paint the little scarves and the hats in that person's favorite color, and then we put their names on their scarves. So it's a whole snowman family. You could do it for your family, or you could do it as a gift for another family. I'm breaking up again. Oh, that makes me sick. Oh, I shouldn't have moved. At least it's about, my time is about up. Let me just say, check my page for the snowman class. I am so sorry for the technical difficulties, y'all. Dara from Lattice and Lace is next. And thank you so much. I appreciate y'all being here, and this was so much fun. Good morning, Justin's breaking up. Now sound is good again. All right. Well, here's the snowman for December. We will go live on a week from tomorrow to teach this. I'll walk you through the whole thing, and then you'll be able to access everything through the end of January. So you'll have plenty of time to do this, but you'll also have time to do it if you want to do it for a gift. So that's just a little something we're doing now. One of the things that I love to do is hand lettering, and a lot of my folks have said they'd like for me to teach a class at the beginning of the year on hand lettering. So I may do that. I haven't quite decided what January is going to be yet, but I just hope that you'll come hang out with me more. I am going to thoroughly enjoy the rest of the 12 days of Christmas with all of you. And I feel like I said, I feel like I've got 200 brand new friends. Y'all are wonderful. Thank you for having me, and I hope to talk to you all again soon. Bye.